So believe it or not, it's already time for the March market update. These numbers are hot off the presses and they actually tell the story exactly that I expected them to tell. So let's begin with our days on market. That's the average number of days that a home, once it goes active until it's no longer actively for sale, is on the market. Now, just as I would have expected, and I was hoping wouldn't be the case, but is the case, that number has decreased down to 34.6 days at the end of March. That number was 40.5 days, so 40.5 days at the end of February. Last year, March of 23, average days on market were 36.4 days. This year, 34.6 days. What does that mean? Well, let's take that now and let's look at the sold to the original list price. Now, what is sold to original list price? It simply means this. You put the house on the market and on day one, you list it as a certain price. When it sells, how close to that original list price did it sell? Well, at the end of March 2024, just yesterday, that number was 97%. It was 97.5% at the end of February 24. So it was very close month over month. If we compare that to last March, we see last March it was 96.9, so almost exactly the same. Now, this indicator is very important that you understand this is not just an indicator of people being able to get discounts. It really has a lot to do with how homes are priced originally. Let's move on now and let's look at absorption rate. So absorption rate is the number of months that if we didn't list any more homes today, how long will it take to sell out of all the existing inventory based on the rate of sales today? Last month, at the end of February 24, that number was 1.5 months. So we were nowhere close to the 3 we would love to see. We're not even close to the 2. And this month, what we saw is the actual absorption rate drop, as I would have expected, down to 1.44 days. Now, this is better than last March. Last March, we saw an absorption rate of 1.01. Hopefully this number will stabilize going forward, because if it doesn't, it's going to be much harder on buyers and buyers agents to find you the home that you're looking for. So the next two numbers we're going to look at are active listings and new listings that have hit the market. End of March, we had 829 active listings. Now that is only up slightly from the end of February when we had 823 active listings. Remembering that these are residential listings in the Knox County. How does that compare year over year? Well, last year at this time, we only had 678 active listings, so it is better. Not where we want it, but it is better. Now, if we compare that to the next number I talked about, which was new listings, how many homes were listed in the month of March? We saw 767 homes listed. We saw 658 homes listed last month in February. So we saw a fairly significant increase. But what you don't see is a significant increase in active listings. Why? These homes are hitting the market and they're being sold quickly. If they're coming on the market, if they're in good condition, if they're priced appropriately, they can be at the top of the market. How does that compare to last year? Well, last year, we only had 494 new listings. So if you compare the 767 to the 494 March of 23, we are seeing more people willing to list their homes. Let's look last at the most important number, which is median sold price. Now, what does that mean? It means that 50% of the homes sold above this price, 50% of the homes sold below this price. Last month, it was $380,000 and change. This month, it is $380,000 and change. That is a 12.22% increase over last year in March, where that number was $338,645. So if you are someone who is looking to buy a home, I truly expect that sales price to start its march upward again as we get into the selling season of truly into April, May, and June, as people are moving while the kids get out of school and those kind of things. So here's what you should take away from this market report. If you are a buyer and you are looking to buy in the East Tennessee area, you need to do that sooner than later. Now, I understand that you can only do that based on your timeline, but whatever that timeline is, the sooner you buy probably is going to be better. We'll figure that out as we keep going into spring. We'll see what the April and May numbers tell us. Guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Hope you found it really helpful and productive. If you did, give us a thumbs up. We love those. If you haven't already subscribed, please do that below as well so that you can be updated when we release these new videos. And until next time, I can't wait to see you around Knoxville soon.